Hello! I am Mac, at least for a day, and everything's going to be okay. I'm back in No Man's Sky for another speculation video. Now, my last speculation video, I have to admit that I was completely wrong on everything, so all the speculation in this video you should take with a grain of salt, because I'm definitely not always right. I predicted that we might get some information about No Man's Sky Beyond at or during the E3 2019, but we didn't. Now, it was pretty unlikely that we would, since we knew Hello Games and Sean Murray were not going to be at E3. The only reason I predicted we might get some info was because I found out that the people who made Waking Titan were going to be at E3, but we didn't get any information from them, and Sean Murray didn't say anything during E3, so nope, we didn't get anything at E3 this year. But I am now, what I'm speculating in this video is that I do think we're going to get some kind of information around the Develop Brighton conference. And the reason why it is more likely that we will get some information is because Sean Murray actually is going to this conference. You've probably heard about it already. Develop Brighton is a game developer conference in Brighton in the UK. And Sean Murray is doing the keynote speech on the first day, on July 9th, which is a Tuesday. Now, the reason why I think we'll probably get some information at that time is because Sean Murray also spoke at GDC this year, and it was at that time that we got the information about VR being the second feature to No Man's Sky Beyond. So my reasoning is that Sean Murray spoke at GDC 2019 and he let people demo No Man's Sky VR and announced No Man's Sky VR around that time. And so by that logic, I'm thinking he will announce the third feature Beyond around the time that Develop Brighton happens, and that maybe he'll let people demo the new feature at Develop Brighton. I'm not sure about that. That's just a possibility going off what happened at GDC. Now, as far as when the No Man's Sky update is going to happen, I'm predicting it will be after the Develop Brighton conference. I do not think it will be before, and the reason is, since Sean Murray knows he's going to be speaking at the Develop Brighton conference, I don't think that they want to have the update and then Sean Murray have to be gone to go speak at the conference. My reasoning is they would want to have the update at a time that they're completely free, that they can do any bug fixes right after it. And that holds true to what they've done in the past. For instance, in 2017, Sean Murray also spoke at GDC 2017. And at that time, we had the Pathfinder update right after GDC 2017. So my reasoning is the same there, that they didn't want to release the Pathfinder update right before Sean had to go speak at GDC. They released it right after GDC. So they planned it so that Sean would be free to help with bug fixing and all that, because they had just finished going to GDC. So that's my reasoning. I think they'll stick with the same pattern of things that they've done in the past. They will not do the update right before Develop Brighton. Now, I don't know if it'll be right after. It would be nice if we got the Beyond update right after develop Brighton, but it might not be quite ready at that time. But I definitely do not think it will be before. So I've heard some people saying that they're hoping that we would get the Beyond update before Sean Murray spoke at Develop Brighton, but I highly doubt that they would do that. I don't think they would drop a big patch and then Sean Murray run off to go do a conference, because then he wouldn't be available to help with the inevitable problems. And because whenever there's a big update for No Man's Sky, there's a whole lot of bugs. Even though Sean Murray has said that they have a much bigger quality assurance staff now, it's still very likely that there will be a lot of bugs that they're going to have to deal with after the Beyond update. I think that's pretty much unavoidable, no matter how much quality assurance they may be doing, how much play testing they may be doing. Inevitably, thousands of players playing the game are going to find bugs that their QA staff were not able to find. So they're not going to have an update right before Sean leaves for a conference. They're going to do the update after that. So those are my predictions. The Beyond update will not be before Develop Brighton, it'll be after. And I'm also predicting that we will get some information about No Man's Sky Beyond, possibly the third feature at or during the Develop Brighton conference. And maybe people will get to demo it. Maybe they'll let people demo it like they did with the No Man's Sky VR, but I don't know for sure if they'll be able to do that. It all depends on what the third feature is. If the third feature is something to do with traveling between galaxies, that's kind of a hard thing to have people demo. When they let people demo No Man's Sky VR, they did it by letting people start a new game. But if the new feature is something that only advanced players would be able to do, like traveling between galaxies when you get to the galaxy center or something like that, that would be hard to demo. They could boot up a save file that's already prepared to do all that, but yeah, I don't know. The same goes for multiplayer. They didn't have people demo the new multiplayer No Man's Sky Online features because that's kind of a hard thing to demo in the middle of a conference, because you have to set up the multiplayer lobby, and of course the No Man's Sky Online new servers or whatever they're going to have are not set up yet, so you can't really demo that. But they were able to demo the No Man's Sky VR, because that's something you can do from the beginning of the game without a lot of online support and stuff. So I'm not saying for sure that Sean Murray is going to let people demo the third feature of Beyond at Develop Brighton, because we have no idea what it is, and we don't know if it would be possible to do that. But I am predicting that they will finally tell us what the third feature is around the time of the Develop Brighton conference. But I definitely think the update will be after the conference, because they want Sean Murray to be free for all the inevitable bug fixing they're going to have to do. So that's about it. Those are my predictions. As usual, my predictions are often wrong. I was completely wrong about E3. And I may be completely wrong this time too. But people like it when I make predictions, even if I'm wrong. So those are my predictions, and this is just another No Man's Sky speculation video. I only do them about once a month right now. But of course, once the No Man's Sky Beyond update comes out, I'll be doing tons of No Man's Sky videos every day. So looking forward to when that finally happens. So anyway, I've been Mac. Thank you for joining me for a day. And remember, everything is going to be okay.